What up, brothers? It's Uncle Rick Meister returning. Just really quick mod video. Anybody who knows my channel knows I reviewed the T800 Terminator from Terminator 1 last night. I was thinking of ways, a couple of the points I picked up on, obviously the slim neck, the fact that I preferred the collar stood up. I was just thinking of ways to sort it out today. I've had a little read through Sideshow Freaks and some comments on Facebook and that, and I thought, I know ways to do it. It's a piece of piss, so I thought I'll show them, because if I don't, somebody's going to say, why does your neck look proper? Wait for mine done. I might as well show it, because if not, I'm going to be answering this question 30-40 times. So it's pretty simple. All you need is some wire, which is flexible. You can bend it, put it into any position you want, and some, that is insulation tape. So pretty easy. If you look inside the Terminator neck, let's take it off. It has one of them neck pegs that sometimes when you pop the head off, it pops out. So all you need to do is pull the head off, that will come out with it. Wrap some insulation tape around the peg, and on, so that little cutaway is the back of the neck. On either side, make a little cylinder out of the insulation tape, there, and then wrap it again. Just keep testing it, because you want to make it wide enough so it gets rid of that skinny neck appearance, but obviously the head's still got a turn on it. So that is how I did it. So now the neck ball joint just fits on that, but the soft rubber neck is pretty full, so when the head's on, it sort of matches his jawline. I will show you that in a minute. I'll put that on so you know what I've done. That's just, like I said, insulation tape. Just wrapped it up, now I trimmed it off, so obviously there's no hanging over when the head's on top. So I've got that. Another thing, the collar, when it comes, it's stitched down into position. I will mention another thing as well. Andre picked up on the fact, these little tassels, these like faux leather tassels, because they're not real leather on this, when you pull the zip up, you'll notice it'll snap off. Now I'm thinking about taking them off all the zips anyway, but at the moment only that one's come off. So if you don't want to snap that off, just push the zip up with your nail, but be careful. I do prefer the jacket zipped up. I also prefer the collar stood up, and I kept, every time I come to it, I'm having to stand the collar up. Now you'll notice the collars were held in place with a tiny little thread, and during the review that one came off on its own anyway, and I thought I prefer it because now I can move it about. But what you find is when the head's on, the air sort of pushes the collar back down, so it's always doing that. So what you need the wire for, just get a length of the wire and fold it into this tiny little M shape, which is about the depth of the collar, and then what you do is this. I'm going to put a short pause in, get a Callum camera, and I'll show you how I fit it on. So as you can see, what you're doing, you're making the neck kind of egg shape. So that's what I've done. I've padded out the neck with insulation tape. The ball joint goes into there, so I'll just pop that on. Obviously now what you want to do is you want to look at the width of the neck compared to the points of the jaw, and I think it is the same TTM20 body that they use on that one, but like I say, I think the neck is empty, so it gives the really narrow neck. So now you can see, can you see width at neck? Look at it straight on. Obviously it'll still turn. Don't make it too fat, because obviously when you put the back of the air on, it won't fit. So you might need to do it a couple of times to make sure the neck. Oh, fucking hell, get on your shit out. Look, close the neck up. Just get it central. So look now, with the collar down, the neck looks accurate. Now to stand the collar up, you take this M-shape peg that you've made, turn it round. Got me in focus, and what I've done is I've sort of, if you do that, put it behind the collar, slide that down onto the collar, so make sure it's about the depth of the collar. So what you will get is, now the collar won't fall down, and obviously the peg's behind his head, so you get that effect with his collar. You got it? So the collar's laid where it's supposed to be, but the back is still stood up, which again, it makes it look like the traps are full size. Also, don't forget when you're posing it, push the arm sockets up to bring his shoulders up nice and square. Like I say, I do prefer the coat without these attached, because you can sort of put them where you want. Like I said, that pegging back will keep it up. Put his gigs on. Careful with them because they are really fragile. Put him on his stand. Come on, central. A bit closer. That, my friends, is looking beautiful. So for now, it really easy mod. Anybody can do it. If that were the thing putting you off this figure, don't let it, because it's fucking easy. For now, this is Uncle Clipper, and I'm out of here.